Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, my mom, 41F, believes me, minor under 17, vomiting blood and having violent diarrhea is because I don't exercise enough. I put vegetables in all my food so my roommate's kid won't eat them. The mom is upset. EM wants my zoo membership. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. My mom, 41F, believes me, minor under 17, vomiting blood and having violent diarrhea is because I don't exercise enough. I, minor, am currently sitting in the toilet writing this in incredible pain. Yesterday night I was sent to the ER because my stomach was in serious pain. I came back with violent diarrhea, and I ended up vomiting blood all over my floor. My mom claims that she cannot take care of it and that I should be able to when I am shitting blood. She has been told multiple times for over a year to take me to a gastrointestinal specialist because I am suffering symptoms of something chronic, but she will not take me. She believes that it is my fault I am this way when I try my absolute best to take care of myself when suffering from severe mental illness. She took them saying I should see a specialist as at FU I was right on her part, and is claiming that if I just ate better I would be fine. She is aware I am recovering from an eating disorder, and before that ever started I had serious stomach issues. Last night I threw up blood and bile onto my room floor and I am unaware how to clean it, being that the smell would most likely make me vomit again. It is a genuine biohazard, but she has forbade me from cleaning it myself, saying that she doesn't want to deal with me asking how and that she will get it. She said this last night, and now, almost 10, she has not remotely began to help clean it or tell me how to clean it. I cannot change clothes because it is in my room, I cannot sleep because it is in my room, I cannot put on pants because it is in my room, and when I ask her to just tell me how to clean it she refuses. I don't know what to do at this point, and it had gotten to a point that the pain in my stomach will temporarily paralyze my limbs and cause me to go unconscious. No matter how bad it gets, she always ends up saying that there's no way I can have these health problems because I'm too young, when she goes to the doctor for a minor headache but won't take her child to a doctor despite being repeatedly referred by doctors to do so. I am scared for my life as the pain gets worse by the day and I am barely even digesting food anymore. I cannot even drink water without risking my body rejecting it. Edit. Thank you guys for helping. Smiley face. The vomit was finally cleaned and I am doing school from my phone. I will try to urge her to get me to the doctor, and if she once again refuses I will try to call CPS. I'm afraid of doing it because last time I did they sent me to a mental hospital and threatened long-term facilities if I didn't agree with what my mom was saying. I will be taking photos of any stool or vomit that comes so that if worst comes to worst I can show someone, like a few of you have said, they can't ignore bloody vomit. Depending on your country, but regardless, do it, you should be able to get an appointment without your mom. But if you're in pain now, go to the hospital now. Don't hesitate to tell them your mom won't take care of your health appropriately. I'm in America, nothing here is free, and it's always parent-child in terms of whose say matters most. I've tried to call CPS on her, but the officer just said I'm being sensitive and she provides you with food, water, and a clean home. You are just ungrateful. This kid needs child protective services. This is neglect at absolute best. I would call CPS for child neglect. They'll get you to a doctor ASAP. Even though you're a minor, I believe you can book yourself in to see a specialist, but if you need her insurance info, that might be hard. You could also call your family doctor and tell them she's refusing to get treatment for you. They may be able to provide resources to you. I've already tried to call CPS, but they never did anything. They sent me to a mental hospital and said I was the problem. Wait, the ER sent you home when you were vomiting blood? At the minimum you have serious bleeding ulcers. Why did they send you home? You need to call 911. They said that I need to see a specialist because I have chronic symptoms and there's nothing they can immediately do to help. They said it's been going on for so long I need to see a gastro specialist. I feel like that part doesn't check out, TBH. If they were being sick and they saw it, I have trouble believing they wouldn't admit them. People are admitted for gastrointestinal pains without being sick. If it was as severe as described, and the pain was so bad they would pass out, no ER would send them home. I don't know where you live, but you need to go back to the ER. Call an ambulance for yourself. Inform them that your mother hasn't picked up your medication you were given, and when you're in the emergency room, request that an agent from CPS meet you while you are in the hospital, and that you do not want to leave until you are able to speak to them. Then inform them that your mother never picked up your medication, and that you feel that she's wanting you to die because she is not doing what the ER doctors told her to do. That she has refused to take you to a specialist, and explain how long you've been dealing with these issues. After reading your edit, I'm sure CPS will look at things differently if you're literally having blood out of both ends. That is some major problems and could lead to extremely serious consequences if it continues. Your mother is neglectful and stubborn at the price of extreme blood loss. I don't think I need to explain why that's bad or where that could go. I feel so bad for you, dear Opia. Keep strong, and if your symptoms get worse, go back to the ER and explain she continues to refuse to get you help. You're 17. Call 911 and explain your symptoms and that your mother is preventing you from getting medical attention. You are old enough to speak for yourself and need to get to a hospital ASAP. Explain to them what's going on. They'll help you. I'm under 17. I'm not comfortable saying my age on here, but I'm not old enough in a lot of states to be able to get help on my own. She's 15, not 17. I don't know about USA, but in my country your parents still need to give permission until the age of 16. Call 911 and get back to the hospital immediately. The hospital might not be able to cure your condition, but at this point, you're losing a lot of fluids and a lot of blood. That's a very serious, very immediate problem. You need fluids, and if you can't drink them, you need N4. If you can, try and drink a glass of water. When you call, state that your mother is purposefully withholding medication you were prescribed, and even ask if she can be separated from you during treatment because you feel like she's a direct threat to your well-being. Maybe ask to be taken to a different hospital if you've got a choice. Doctor here. I have no other info, but it sounds a lot like Crohn's or ulcerative colitis, very serious if left untreated, can lead to cancer in the long run and so much damage to your intestines in the short run. Please don't wait on this and get to a medical facility as soon as you're able to. I put vegetables in all my food so my roommate's kid won't eat them. The mom is upset. I, 26F, live in a rented house with a single mother, 30F, and her son, 6M. I had another person living with me, but they moved out and the mother moved in. I don't mind living with her and her kid. It's fine and we kind of do our own thing. I spend a lot of time at my boyfriend's place or working. Our work schedules collide, so we really don't interact much, but when we do, it's fine. No issue there. I want to start with saying that she clearly struggles financially, but I don't think it's an excuse. I don't make lots of money either. However, I've noticed that my food would go missing or portions would be taken from it. I assumed it was her kid, so I asked her if she'd stop him from eating my food. I was calm about it and she just said she would. It didn't really upset me when it first started. It started getting annoying when I'd get home from work and expect to have a meal's worth of leftovers in the fridge only to see it picked through or just gone. I kept bringing it up and she started getting annoyed with me bringing it up. Just from observing them, I realized that neither of them ever eat vegetables. And judging by the food that would get picked through and the food that would be untouched, anything with green in it was avoided. Orange chicken would be gone, but chicken and broccoli would be untouched. So I started putting vegetables in everything. I find vegetables to be delicious. And anything green or not a potato does not get eaten. So I could mix some bell peppers into the food and it would be fine. I make a big portion of vegetables pretty frequently anyway, so I just started putting it in everything I eat. If I had leftover mashed potatoes, I'd pour green beans in and mix it up. If I had leftover cheesy/bacon fries, I'd pour broccoli all over it and mix it in. Usually my homemade stuff has vegetables in it, but I started making sure everything did. I made a pot of mac and cheese, the kids' favorite thing, and poured in roasted Brussels sprouts. Which is actually delicious to me, and I'm eating more vegetables, so it's a win-win. She had been seeming annoyed, but we were all home when I made the pot of mac and cheese. She was in the living room and saw me get out the Brussels sprouts and was like, "What are you going to do with that?" And I poured them in. She said I was being greedy and annoying. I just said I like Brussels sprouts, and that was it. She said we need food, and I told her to go get some. Or stop buying only pre-packaged things, and your money will go further. I think she sees this as some big act of revenge, but I just simply want to be able to eat my food. Also want to add that the sharing is not the issue. It's expecting to have food there and it's not. So often I'd be working a long day and get home expecting to have a meal's worth of food and it'd all be gone. Or I wake up in a rush and had my food ready to eat in the morning only to find it gone. So now I have to skip breakfast. If she would simply text sometimes, "Hey, is it okay if we eat food item?" I would know and know to make other plans. I would stop for food or know I have to whip something up when I get home. Also, I think eating the last of someone else's food is crazy and rude. If someone makes a big pot of something and you ask for a serving, sure. But if someone made something and there is one serving left and you eat it without permission, that is evil as hell. Keep eating the veggies. Granddaughter loves peas with her mac and cheese. Me too, and I'm nearly 68. I always put peas in my mac and cheese. My coworker loves peas. I hate them if they are canned or bagged. Fresh peas are good though. Throw them in goulash or tuna pasta and it's not bad, but otherwise they have to be fresh picked. When you pay for your own food, it's not greedy to expect to eat it. She's the one being greedy. Trying to use your money/food as a way to feed her child instead of paying for things herself. Supplement. That's the word I was looking for. She's using you to supplement her income. Need new roommates. I couldn't live like that. We would have big problems. Bet you they wouldn't continue. Why don't you suspect the mother? I could see her giving her son your leftovers so she doesn't have to make him a meal, or she may just eat it herself. I have an apartment in my house. I had a cheap lock. My tenant's 4-year-old son used to sneak into my fridge, take a bite of each yogurt and put it back until he found one he liked. I feel your pain. The grand vegetable revenge, however will she eat? But for real, remind her you're her roommate, not her mom. I wouldn't put it past her to put something in the food if her and her kid won't eat it. She might see this a war of who's pettier. If we can't eat it, neither can you mindset. I think the best solution is get a fridge in your room for your food. And a lock for your door if it doesn't have one. There are programs all over the place to help feed the indigent, food pantry, and even more for those with kids. You just have to go get it. My take is that your food is convenient and the mom doesn't want to have to bother. Some of these places even provide cooking lessons to keep away from processed foods and stretching food money by making from scratch. Again, not convenient. EM wants my zoo membership. I love my local zoo. It's a favorite place for me to walk. A few years ago, I got a membership. A perk of that is getting in earlier than the general public. I take advantage of that because it's less crowded. One day I was at the zoo for the earlier member hour. I was in line behind some lady and her kids. She approached the ticket counter. The employee there asked for her member card. I don't have one. But I'd like 3 tickets. Ticket employee, I am sorry, but it's member only entry right now. We open in 30 minutes for general admission. That's not fair. My kids have been looking forward to this and I saw on your website you are open right now. Again, it's only for members right now. It even says so on the website. T2, hey, OP, you are all set. Have a great day, I go a lot, so they know me very well. I tell them to have a great day too and go in. I think about 40 minutes later I was walking around when I felt a tap on my shoulder. Turning around I see the same lady. Hi, I heard you have a membership. I want it. Me, surprised, I am sorry, but I am not giving you my membership. Come on, it's not fair. My kids love it here. Besides, this place is for kids. Yes, she said that. Me, still no. My membership has one member and one guest admission on it. You could not get both of your kids in. Well, change it. Me, sorry, but no. I am not changing my membership so you can use it. I walked away. A little bit later a security guard stopped me. Hi, I got a complaint that you stole someone's membership card. Me, laughs, nope. Hands him my card and my ID, here my membership card and my driver's license to prove it. Shakes head, you are all good. Have a great day. So worried. I will never understand parents like her. Exactly, even if she gotten a hold of OP's membership card, she wouldn't have been able to use it anyway. The front desk would have to check it first and then they would see that her name doesn't match. Right? Imagine thinking this is a good lesson for your children. Okay kids, today we'll learn how lying might help you not only benefit yourself, but also screw someone over and possibly get them in legal trouble because we're that selfish. Yay! Isn't learning fun? Good thing that wasn't the lesson they got, since it didn't work, but it was definitely what the mother was trying to teach. Shame on her. I know there's nothing chargeable here and the police would just tell you to probably screw off, but how does she not get in trouble for this? Isn't part of being a good citizen not doing crap like this? What a horrible, horrible thing to do in front of her children, both to you and the security guard. All of it. That's some poorly written fiction. And the first clue to it being complete BS is the lack of contractions. We're all expected to believe that all 4 people in this story speak like LTCMDR data? I don't understand how people aren't embarrassed to do stuff like that, lol. Is this your first attempt at fiction writing? It's not bad, but the dialogue could be a little more believable. Most public libraries have zoo memberships you can borrow. There was a saying when I was a kid to I want your type demands. One in one hand and spit in the other and see which gets full first, and you can substitute what you like for spit. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.